Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. My name is Atelus. This is the Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be doing a first look at Sergeant Hammer, the siege tank. Looks like our estimated wait time is about 100 seconds. Let's see if we can get through this in about that. Sergeant Hammer has a number of interesting abilities. He's a utility character, which means generally utility characters have a very particular function. They're very narrow in scope, but they're very good at what they do, generally. So the first thing Sergeant Hammer has is Siege Mode. You enter Siege Mode, you cannot move, but increases damage to minions and structures, and increases your range and deals splash damage. You cannot move while in Siege Mode. Second thing she has is the 100 caliber blast. This is basically a shotgun that knocks back and damages everyone that it hits. She can also create spider mines. Defaults at 3, it can be talented to do more, but that lays down a group of spider mines in an area nearby, which will get up and chase people around and blow up and whatnot. Artillery, increase vision, deal more damage to enemies that are far away. As you can imagine, Sergeant Hammer is very good at sieging down structures. That's really her main function. She actually has more range than the towers do, so you can kind of set yourself up outside of tower range and just knock buildings down one after another. Takes a little while, but especially late game, you start seeing some really huge damage if you're putting those on the edge of your attack radius. She actually talents, generally how I talent her anyway, is increased damage at range. So people who are on the very edge of her attack range are taking tons and tons of damage. The only issue is, of course, in siege mode she cannot move, and she's pretty ineffective at, really close range, so melee characters that are able to get too close will knock her around a little bit. So ideally you do some really good damage before they get near you, and then they're low when they get to you and you can take them out. Or you can use her mount ability, which I will show you when we get into the game, because she has a slightly different mount than most other heroes, to kind of get out of stuff. She's one of very few who has a mount that is actually a good escape ability. So that should be a lot of fun. Her ultimate abilities are interesting. One of them is a little missile you can kind of fire. It's fairly, it's really just kind of another damage ability she gets with a low cooldown, where you can just consistently, throw little missiles out. It makes her a little bit better in close combat. The other one is a global range missile that does a set amount of damage and just flies across the map. It's a huge skill shot with a really interesting talent at the end. It's usually the one I get, so I'll probably be showing that one to you. You'll kind of get a sense of what exactly that one does. So we're about 3 minutes in, with the estimated wait, of course, being only just over a minute and a half, so who knows when we'll actually get in here. So now we've kind of gone over Sergeant Hammer a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut ahead, and I'll see you guys on the other side of that. Here we are, everybody. We have Abathur, Diablo, Uther, and Zeratul with us. This is a very interesting team. It's lots of utility and tanks. We're going to be very hard to kill, but our damage output is very low. That could actually be very interesting with Sergeant Hammer, because if they can keep the other team off of me, her damage output's pretty incredible, as long as, the damage is being done from a decent distance. So we will see. This one is Dragonshire, which actually bodes pretty well for us, considering our team composition. We should, hopefully, be able to kind of hold the lanes fairly well.
Choose a talent.
Alright, let's get in there. What I'm going to be talenting for is, of course, Advanced Artillery. This increases my damage to distant enemies. Probably my favorite one for her. I'm going to go bottom. I like the bottom lane. Something, I don't know, I guess this is proximity to mid lane. I can easily wander up there. Sergeant Hammer does some pretty okay ganks considering her range. She is also the only character where you get her melee range. This is their siege tank melee range in a circle just out here. So you can see that it is quite far. I'll show you her mount ability when the wall actually comes down.
5,
It'd be great.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Rocket tank.
Begin.
So that ability works fine if nobody is, or even if people are attacking you. So that's how that works. I think it's a little strange Abathur's up there, but whatever. Throw down some mines. Alright. So, I do like the tank on this one because you can kind of just park yourself somewhere and be in pretty good shape. Whoa, that honestly scared me to death.
It's what I do.
And I died. That was bad. That was awkward.
Let's go.
That awkward moment when... Alright. So again, that was an issue where I thought I did more damage than I did, basically. I forget that at really close range, she just really isn't hurting all that much. So he's going to be sticking around. That just scared me to death. Ugh. Just popped up out of nowhere. I didn't expect him to be right there. Okay. I should have expected him to be right there. It should have been fairly obvious that's where he was.
Ready to drop the hammer.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Man, take a stings.
Absolutely.
Alright. Keep knocking him around a little bit.
Music to my ears.
A hero has left the battle.
In my sights.
Alright. Sorry about that.
An ally
Distracted
has
for a
been
moment. I'm sitting
slain.
here thinking about how I'm gonna kind of
Choose a
progress
talent.
here. So, I'm kind of trying to set up a situation where he's going to have a hard time actually coming in at me. I'm going to increase my basic attack range. You see it jumps out just a little bit. It's a little bit unfortunate that they were able to get the
It's boom time.
the shrine, and they got the Dragon Knight. He's up there kind of knocking around that fort. There's not a lot I can really do about it. Keep poking this stuff down. Alright.
It's boom time.
Alright, so he's going to knock me around a little bit.
Enemy slain.
There we go.
In
Took
my
him
sights.
down. Thanks, Zeratul, for the help.
Pieces. I got this.
An ally has been slain.
He took a little longer to get down here than I would have really liked. So now they got a couple
An
levels on
ally
us.
has been slain.
It's okay, though. Sometimes it just turns out that way. Okay.
Music to my ears.
Knock these guys down a little bit. Apologize, my throat's bothering me a little bit. Let's see if I can get up here. Knock her around a little bit.
Choose a talent.
Ready to drop the hammer.
My powers are being restored. They will be bestowed.
You should be able to grab her and bring her back.
It's what I do.
Nope. That was unfortunate. She's a little rough to take down. I'm going to make my blast create a wall, because I think that's pretty nice to be able to do.
Ready to drop the hammer.
Throw that down right there.
I must be free.
Rock and roll.
Okay, I'm really not going to be able to stop him. That's just kind of how it goes. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do about it. Oh, that grenade.
Affirmative. It's what I do.
That was uncomfortable. Got a little bit close there. Alright. So Tychus is pretty good against the tank, unfortunately. It's not a lot I'm really able to do here. Get out of there, big guy.
An ally has been slain. The enemy has destroyed a fort.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, there's two of them now. Nothing to be done
An
there.
ally has been slain.
Music to my ears. Affirmative.
See if I can kind of slip around here. So they're taking pretty good control of this map. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot I can do to stop them. This is an issue with the siege tank. The siege tank isn't very versatile. Sergeant Hammer kind of has one thing, and I haven't been able to do it because Tychus is out pushing me pretty hard.
Sights.
A lot of that is that they do have 3 levels on us now. That is not my fault. But such is life. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you a very good sense of the kind of sieging power that she actually does have.
In my sights.
Blow these guys down real quick.
Absolutely.
Cool. There's just been so much heat down here. And I don't like, honestly, I'm a little irritated that they kind of left me in the dirt. I do feel as though my team kind of left me behind in a lot of ways. Yeah, nothing I can do.
Music to my ears.
I got nothing.
Been slain.
I really need
Choose
more
a
help
talent.
down here, but unfortunately I'm just not really getting it. So I'm going to go ahead and take... Let's actually take Napalm Strike. Let's do that. There's kind of consistently been like 3 of them down here, 2, 3 of them down here, and I was already losing to 1, so there's really not a whole lot I can do.
Let's go, Buttercup. Fights await. Rock and
This is part of why I don't play the tank a bunch. I do
enemy has
enjoy the
destroyed
siege
the
tank
fort.
quite a bit, but she's just kind of got one thing that she's pretty good at, but
fire from the sky.
what you doing, buddy? Why would you
An
copy
ally
the
has been
tank?
slain.
Also, our Abathur is pretty... He's only looking in one place, and that's a bit of a problem. I really need a lot more help than I'm getting from him, and he's just been kind of ignoring me. Oh well. Some games turn out that way.
Oh, napalm. You light up my life.
Alright. Alright, come here. Chase me. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind being knocked around if you're going to use your timer on the dragon to do it. That's fine with me. That is fine with me.
Let's lay down some
Poke, poke, poke.
The enemy has destroyed a fort.
That's the kind of
Palace under attack.
Alright, let's get out of there before I die horribly.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
drop the hammer.
An ally has been slain. Enemy slain.
Alright, well that's how that went. That's how that went.
An ally has been slain.
And then he dies horribly. What I don't understand, this is what's confusing to me, is they were all up there and still were getting completely destroyed. I don't understand that. I never will.
Drop the hammer.
Enemy slain. Choose a talent.
And then I
You
die.
have been slain.
Well, let's take up
Your
my
palace is under attack.
attack range a little bit further. This, I think, is going to turn into my first loss for the First Impression series. It's alright, though. Sometimes it turns out that way. You can still kill him, you weirdo. He's, like, super low, and he's like, oh, no, not doing that. Oh, well.
Fueled up, ready to go.
No, you can't. There's two of them there. People are funny.
An ally has been slain.
Alright. Napalm strike. Alright. Let's get down here and stop this little minion push down here. I don't really care what they're doing up top anymore. Let's
An
just
ally has been slain.
start hitting them. Okay, well they seem to have wandered off.
The enemy has destroyed a fort.
Delivering payload. Music to my ears.
Alright, so I'll stop that push. Now let's get up here and get destroyed by this mess. Will be great.
Laying down some hellfire.
See if I can chase him down, yeah.
Rock and roll. Spreading the love.
Ah, he's gonna heal like crazy. And I'm gonna die miserably. Oh man, they're all here. Hello, friends.
You have been slain.
Yep, that's how that's going. Yeah, they have 4 levels on us now. There's not really a whole lot we got going on. And they're wandering around through all that, getting killed by mines. That's funny. Our Abathur just really isn't doing anything. At all. I've certainly done as much as I am humanly capable of doing. So I don't think this was the best first impression of Sergeant Hammer, mostly on account of the fact that I was not actually able to do anything Sergeant Hammer really
Towers
does.
under attack.
Let's go, Buttercup.
My team's all down at bot. I don't understand why.
Nice patch job.
Just keep poking them around a little bit.
Light up my life. It's boom time.
I guess we're gonna kill that guy for some reason.
An ally has been slain.
And there we go. Well, there's Sergeant Hammer, everybody. Not the best show of it, but I
Defeat.
don't want to be the guy who's just going through going, look at me win over and over again. Sometimes games are losses. That's just how it plays out. Be stuck on this defeat screen for a few moments, and here we go. Sometimes it's just about getting a little bit of experience, yeah? So there's Sergeant Hammer, everybody. Really weak game, but such is life. I think... let me decide. Who are we going to look at next? Go ahead and use the play menu. See who's up. Keep an eye out, because next time I think we are going to be doing Kerrigan. I think we're going to go ahead and do Kerrigan. I'll show you, kind of talk a little bit about what I think about her. I've had mixed feelings so far, so we'll see. Go ahead and definitely keep an eye out for that video. It'll be coming out. Hopefully we'll win that one. This has been myself, Atelus, playing Heroes of the Storm with Sergeant Hammer. I'll see you all next time.